Alright, that's all of blue lines.
My thanks.
You assisted His Highness and have my gratitude. I will see this debt repaid. Alright. I just chipped in a little at the end there. Little or no, I must offer thanks. To be honest, I'd like to treat you to a meal, but we lack the time. Oh, now I'm hungry. Why would you do that to me, Didu? Oh, you're that mercenary. It's great to meet you. I'm Annette, and this is my best friend, Mercedes. I see best boy in the background.
Hello there.
It's nice to make your acquaintance. Have you already spoken with the others? Several of them. Most of them, yeah. You've got a real cast of characters here.
The thing is...
Well, isn't someone a go-getter?
That's right.
We haven't even talked to everyone yet, but that's because we only just started at the Officers Academy. You probably know them better than we do. Yeah, I played an entire game with most of them, so.
Ah, it's you.
You're that new merc, right, Rogue? The boar says you had some skill. You'll have to give me a demonstration before we head out. Absolutely. Deal. I can clear some time before sunrise. Looking forward to it. Oh, Dimitri, your name is still gold. Do you still have more stuff to say?
How about this?
I guess it's just to let me know that I can still chat. Oh, all of their names are still gold even after you talk to them. They don't have the red outline anymore, and on the mini-map, they change from a blue dot to a white. It's weird that their names don't, like, change from gold, though. I see Petra and Edelgard. The waifus. Hello, friend. You're the one who helped Dimitri, right? Well, we all owe you for that, so if you need a meal, it's on me.
Appreciate it.
Why? Fire Emblem Cast is just making me hungry. I'm grateful as well. I'd offer my thanks with the meal, too, but I heard that you'll be leaving us shortly.
Can we speak a moment?
Oh, and I don't believe I got your name. I'll give my name. The name's Rogue. Keep it in mind in case you ever need a heavy hitter. I'll do just that. And while it's unfortunate we're parting ways here, I suspect we may have a chance to meet again in the future.
Not good.
A shame we don't have the time to get to know each other a little better, though. I assume that if I was a female version of Shez, then Sylvain would have hit on me. Ah, you must be that mercenary I've been hearing about. I'm Ash, and I'm a student at Garreg Mach's Officers Academy. Do you know about the Academy? See, there are 3 houses, each based on where a person is from. Yeah, I've been told. I've heard of it all right. One of my employers a little ways back couldn't shut up about how he'd gone to the place.
Fine.
Ha! I can see that. Lots of influential nobles and royals from all over study at the Academy. I actually find it pretty daunting to always be surrounded by the rich and powerful. It's a lot easier to talk to someone like you. Well, you know, it's Hahnemann.
Quite.
I am Hahnemann, a professor at the Officers Academy. I heard tale of your recent exploits and wish to express my thanks. Oh, and on another matter, do you possess a crest? Barking up the wrong tree, brother.
Let's see.
I know practically nothing about crests, but I'm still pretty sure I'd know if I had one. Truly, you have never investigated the subject. People are not always aware of the power of their own crests, you know. Listen well now, crests are a power that dwells in the blood, and they are passed down through the generations from parent to child. Those with crests may excel at magic, or perhaps have the ability to wield powerful weapons known as heroes' relics. If you were to come to my residence at the monastery, I could take the time to conduct a full investigation if you like. Think about it. Manuela, hello. I've healed so many people today that I never want to look at that bandage again. And who do we have here? No, wait, don't say. Let me guess.
Got it.
You're a brave vagabond knight who appeared to boldly protect me from those brigands earlier. I'll roll with it.
Right on.
Oh yeah, it's me, all right. And the name's Rogue, by the way. You're very kind to go along with my little jape.
Well, hi.
Well then, I am Manuela, a professor at the Officers Academy, a doctor, and also a songstress of a world-renowned opera company. She can do it all. Though I have worked myself to the very bone today, so right now I'm merely a sad and lonesome woman. Alright. Church Soldier, my favorite character. Alright, and this is more Black Eagles. Let's talk to Edelgard first. I see Ferdinand in the background.
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for your assistance in the previous battle. I'd like to discuss your future if you have a moment. If you find yourself with no place to go after we accomplish our objective, I'm hoping we might hire you on with the Empire.
What do you think?
I can promise you'll be handsomely paid, including the work you did today. So, what say you? I'm in. Where's the yes please option? Why do you want to hire me? I'm not usually hired into service by people quite so high up the food chain. Why the special attention? I value your talent now that I've had the ability to see it firsthand.
On another matter.
By the by, have you spoken with the others here in camp? If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit about the students in my own house, the Black Eagles.
Well, you're certainly not timid. You do realize you're addressing the heir to the Imperial throne, yes? Still, I suppose I admire that sort of freedom. It must be nice not to have your lot in life decided for you.
I don't think I selected Dimitri on the Blue Lines thing when Dimitri was telling me people. We're gonna have to go back and do that.
Hubert of House Vestra is my attendant. His family is unusual in that they're noble but lack territory of their own. Hubert is deeply loyal to me, and you can trust him completely. In fact, I imagine he's quite grateful for what you've already done.
He's also voiced by Robbie Damon. Great voice actor. Ah, one of the best girls.
That's Dorothea Arnault. She's an up-and-coming songstress in a famous Imperial opera company, or she was, at least. For some reason, she abandoned her musical career and enrolled in the Officers' Academy. She has a very magnetic personality, which I'm sure you'll see. Have you spoken with Ferdinand? One conversation will explain him far better than I can. He's the heir to an influential house, which drives him to excel. But he can be quite the handful sometimes. One of our classmates usually stays holed up in the dormitory instead of coming on these assignments. Her name is Bernadetta. If you bump into her, don't be surprised if she screams and runs away. That's sort of her thing.
You know, it be that way sometimes. My man, Caspar.
Caspar is the second-born son of a great and noble house. But as he's not the heir, you might say he joined the academy to make his own way.
Fists of justice. I love it.
War and fighting are his sole pursuits, so I bet the two of you will get along just fine.
I love war and fighting.
Petra isn't from the Empire. She's the granddaughter of the King of Brigid, which is an archipelago situated off our western coast. You'll find her a quick study, a gifted fighter, and endlessly curious. But always come prepared to talk, because she'll definitely want to pick your brain. Surely you know someone like Linhardt. He's as bright as they come, yet just as lazy as well. That's simply how he is, though. I can't force him to apply himself, but he'll come around, most likely.
Hopefully, perhaps. All right, let's talk to the Black Eagles.
Listen.
Hello, I am called Petra. I'm finding you to be quite fascinating.
Right on.
Hey there, I'm Rogue. I'm technically a mercenary, though I guess right now I'm kind of just a drifter.
That has much difficulty.
I do not have understanding. Where are you drifting to? Deja Vu, you know, the driving anime. Through the world, you know, just sort of kicking around with no real end goal. Other than killing Byleth, apparently. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Look who has arrived.
Well, well, the mercenary who cut down the leader of those thieves. I must say that was quite the capable display you put on back there. I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate scion of the Eiger family, the foremost house of the Empire. Claim you've never Who hasn't heard of Ferdinand von Eyre? Yeah, I think I heard of you. You're one of the Empire's big movers, right?
What?
You think you have heard of us? Why, I never. Now see here, my sellsword friend. We are House Eyre, proud eagles of the Empire.
I am on it.
Clearly I must work harder as a beacon to the common folks. They might cry the name of my family from one end of the continent to the other. Oh, Ferdinand.
Are you nuts?
Hey, Linhardt, wake up. Look, I get that you're tired, but we're leaving at the crack of dawn, remember? The bandits' attack stole my chance for sleep, so I must... Huh, and who might you be? Yo, what's up? Name? My name's Rogue. I'm a merc who's just passing through the area. Got caught up fighting those bandits earlier, which is how I ended up here.
What?
Wait, so you're the one who took out their boss? You were amazing. I should have given chase and knocked them around a bit myself, but oh well. Well, it do be that way, brother. It do be that way. Oh, best girl. You get to go last of the Black Eagles. Ah, yes. You're the mercenary we happened across.
My thanks.
While I harbor some reservations about you, the fact remains that you assisted Lady Edelgard, and for that I offer my gratitude. I will accept your praise. Happy to help, though I wouldn't mind some details about that whole reservations part.
No.
My thoughts are mine alone. You need not concern yourself with the matter. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. Well, hello there.
Hello.
You must be the mercenary Eddie told us about. I'm Dorothea. You've heard about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, pretty much all of this year's students from Black Eagle House are here at the moment. Well, except for Bernadetta, which is sadly typical. She stayed behind because she was terrified of the idea that we might be attacked in the woods. I can't believe she ended up being right. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to ramble. Has anyone ever told you you're surprisingly easy to talk to? Well, you know, I do give off that vibe. All right. Golden Deer. Ah, Hilda, other best girl. Where is... We don't talk about Leonie. Where is... Oh, there's Claude. I was like, I can't find him.
Hey there. Thanks.
Hey, friend. Appreciate what you did back there. We'd have been in a world of hurt without you. Oh, and regarding compensation, Alois told me not to pay you personally. Guess they want to handle it as a church thing? Sorry about that. I don't know about Pun Man. You sure I can trust this Alois guy?
Of course.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't expect you to have faith in any random stranger who walks by. In any event, you helped us out, and everyone's extremely grateful for it. I mostly don't trust him because he tells puns. Due to my relationship with Shroom, I never trust anyone who says puns.
Speaking
of which, have you talked with the others here at camp?
that?
I have, yes. I can tell you a little bit about the students in my Golden Deer house.
Who, me? I'm more curious about you, personally. If you don't have anything better to do, I'd be glad to have you join us at Garreg Mach. Have you met him yet?
Ugh.
At first, I thought he was real serious and persnickety. But that image shattered pretty quick once I noticed him chatting up every girl in the monastery.
Lorenz. Save Hilda for last.
He's a pretty friendly guy. Though it'd be nice if he talked about something other than muscles.
I thought Slyro said the only thing this dude talked about was food.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. He's had it pretty rough. Don't ever treat her like a child. I made that mistake earlier and she nearly took my head off. But she's clearly the youngest out of this year's students, so I don't get what the big deal is. Just another pampered noble, I guess. Ignatz likes the great outdoors. Definitely more than the rest of us, anyway. He's the second son of a merchant family, but says he wants to be a knight. He doesn't really seem suited for it, though. Maybe his parents are making him do it. Oh, Marianne? She's Margrave Edmund's daughter, but that's all I know about her. She doesn't interact with the other students at all. I'll admit, she intrigues me.
Also voiced by the same voice actress as Haru from Persona 5. I don't remember the voice actress's name, though. I don't think I've ever heard her voice actress in anything other than this role as Marianne and her role as Haru that I can recall.
Leonie wants to be a mercenary. I bet you two would have lots to talk about. You're both pretty frank, too. I just hope you're not as obsessed with saving money as she is.
She's only obsessed with Geralt, is my understanding.
Hilda's the only daughter of Duke Goneril. Seems like she had a pretty cushy life growing up. Which means she's gotten into the habit of slacking off and making other people do things for her.
Well, you know. Looks like dawn's almost here. Talois, you're heading out. No, not yet. Hold up. Before I talk to all of the Golden Deer, I didn't have Dimitri do his line of dialogue about himself.
How about this? Your interest flatters me, but I'm afraid I find myself unsure of where to begin. Perhaps I'll have thought of a topic when next we speak. But you're leaving for that village soon, aren't you?
All right, there we go. How can you be certain it's the same VA if you don't know the name? Because it's the same voice. And when I've said before in videos like, hey, this is the same one, isn't it? People have been like, yep, that's her, and then said her name, but I just don't remember her name. Hey, aren't you the merc who helped out Claude and the others?
So,
I'm actually gunning to become a mercenary myself. That's why I enrolled at the Officers Academy. I'm gonna rain on your parade. You sure? This line of work ain't easy. I only got into it because I had no other choice. I know the risks and accept
I'll
them.
do it.
I'm gonna work myself to the bone so I can be just as strong as the captain someday.
Ah, it is you.
Ah, you must be the famed mercenary of the woods who stepped in unbidden to aid Claude. As the noble representative of the Leicester Alliance, I must offer you my thanks. Whatever you say, pal. See you around.
If I may.
Wait just a moment. If you are indeed a mercenary, then you should hope to gain influence with me. Nah, I'm good, dude. After all, I am Lorenz, that dude, Gloucester. Ha ha ha. Alright. I think Golden Deer has, like, the biggest combination of, like, my favorite and least favorite characters of the cast in, Three Houses.
help you?
Oh,
Hello?
you're that mercenary everyone's talking about. Rogue, was it? You're not attempting to curry favor with children of the nobility in pursuit of some nefarious aim, are you? To be fair, Zante Hyun isn't the easiest name to remember. Oh, is that the name of Marianne's voice actress? I probably butchered her name just then. No, I think I'm already in with Edelgard. I don't need to curry favor with anyone else. Nope, just saw folks in trouble and helped them out. Didn't even know they were noble until afterward. I see. And do you think our mercenary friend is someone worthy of trust, Marianne? What, me?
I'm busy.
Well, either way, we need to be going. We're busy. All right, later. Hey, you're a new face. Are you a student from one of the other houses? You must be the mercenary we've been hearing so much about. What was your name again?
Right on.
Yeah, I'm Rogue. Good to meet you. What house are you guys with?
No problem.
We're in Claude's house, the Golden Deer, but we're just regular old common folk. Due to the nature of Leicester, we have more students from the commoner class than the other houses.
Please?
I'd imagine you're a commoner yourself, what with being a mercenary and all.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, are you the mercenary who helped Claude out of that little jam? I heard you're super strong, so I was kind of picturing you as one of those huge bodybuilders or something. Sorry to disappoint, I'm just your average guy with purple hair. Too average if you ask me, talk about a letdown. Oh, come on, I'm just joking. You're pretty easy to talk to, so I couldn't help myself.
Thanks.
Anyway, thanks for helping Claude out. My pleasure. All right, let's get a move on.
I see.
Oh, Rogue, have you spoken with the house leaders yet?
That's concerning.
What? You're leaving? But that won't do.
If I'm honest,
Actually, I was hoping I could ask something of you. Would you hear me out? All right.
My sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Remire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but, well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that, exactly?
Because you've done us a great service and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full.
Blue hair, you mean? No. Are you okay, chat? That's purple hair. It's pretty light purple, but that hair is purple. It ain't blue. Especially even more so, and it looks a little, like maybe a little bluer, like on the model, but definitely super purple in the portrait. But I mean, even in the character model, it's definitely purple.
Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you are well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign, perhaps in blood.
I sign most things in blood these days.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy. Well, what do you think? Garreg Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
Alright, like literally everyone in chat agrees it's purple. Good. I don't want to have an argument about colors again after Digimon World Next Order. Well, well, well. If it isn't my old friend, the illusion of choice.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping out a little more.
Chat, by the way, is Shez, who I've called Rogue, is the main character? Is that Roger Craig Smith? Is Roger Craig Smith voicing the protagonist? It really sounds like him. Maybe if it's not him, maybe it just really sounds like him to me because I just recently saw him like in person at PopCon, but it really sounds like Roger Craig Smith. I'd be a little surprised if it wasn't him.
I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are.
It's not Roger Craig Smith? It sounds really similar to me. Maybe it's just because I heard him in person recently and he was doing a bunch of different voices at the panel I went to. Someone named Damian Haas. Never heard of him before. He sounds a good bit like Roger Craig Smith, though.
I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
I hope and pray this game gives me the opportunity to murder you.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Good!
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man could pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
I want to die!
We heard you'll be joining us at Garreg Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add.
Do you three always come out of the fog together like that to greet protagonists? It's some great coordination on your part.
I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us. But, well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
My illusion of choice.
Actually, I see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But, as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all.
Dude, I just want to be paid.
But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Edelgard.
It seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries.
Oh, I have to do all of them. I should have done Dimitri first because he's my least favorite.
It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me, every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king, the kind who looks after his people. Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
Of course you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you'd better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
All right.